Hello, hello. So, I've waited for this day for a long time, but it was, a while ago. You might have remembered that I played a Touhou, shipping fan game. This game could only come out for a limited time because it used assets from a game jam. Well, not anymore! This game is now publicly available. It's called Alice's Doki Doki Love Train. And the reason it is publicly available is because now all of the Touhou characters have been redrawn, which is very nice. So, the way this game works is you score based on Pixib tags. So, like, obviously, Yoshika is going to go with Sega. So, that gets you 1,267 points. So, I'm going to do what I did last time and just play along with as I talk about ships, yeah. So, I've discovered a few loops throughout this. I think I can get back to these guys later. So, obviously, you have the stage bosses, where if bosses are close together in a stage, they will connect. The reason I do this is because I haven't actually gotten to Mystia yet. Let's see this. Okay, that's a big one. I feel like with Mystia Izakaya, that's probably bigger than it used to be. Let's see. 2. That's good. So, that's the stage boss bonus, I think, in Izakaya. They also have some cute interactions. So, 6, 7, 8. Every 10, there's like a bonus. I'm trying to lab my way out to a bonus. I think I got it. Eren and Kane is actually a surprisingly popular one. I think their dynamic is cool, because they're both pretty smart. And then they also both, like, look over to other people we'll get to later. Eren and Tae are maybe the two smartest characters in the series, Tae especially. Okay. Race in. These two are rabbits. Inaba the earth, Inaba the moon. Simple as that. For some of these tags, I don't view them as romantic, because a lot of them are just because they're family. And yeah, Kaguya is a very good maternal figure to race in, which I appreciate. But, so every 10, you get a huge bonus, so that's why I wanted to do this. See, 30,000 points, so that's a lot. Now we got these two. I have an idea here, which is something I discovered before. So, I don't view this one as romantic, but the older sister bond that Sumireko sort of forms with Moko is something I appreciate a lot. I wrote my Sumireko book, of course, subtle plug, but it's... If you read that book, I do a lot with these two, because I like them together a lot. Here's what I think. I think all the Hifu are gonna go with each other, just because. You almost can't pair them with anyone else. There's one exception I'll get to now. I feel like I don't need to talk about Renko and Mary. This one is, like, the closest to canon, aside from maybe Hasami Zanmu that we have, and then you go all the way here, because now Renko can go with Yukari. So a lot of people think Yukari and Mary are the same people, so that's where this loop comes from. I have an idea. I don't know how... Let's see, 15? 16? Maybe not. This might be very roundabout. Depends on... Okay, so, obviously, Master Apprentice, that happens a lot. That one's pretty big. I'm going to see if this works because they're rivals. It does! Okay. That's good. So that's an in that I need to figure out a way to get out after. Okay. So... Moyo's kind of the only one in 18 who sort of gets, like, comeuppets against, Tsukasa. I always think that's funny. This one... So, Grand Tengu. So, a lot of these are, the newer games especially, they're grouped together, so you want to try to find a way out. So, something I figured out was bird to bird. Which is why here I go Hatate. Even though that doesn't score well, this next one is going to score amazingly. Yes. Okay. I could go straight to ESD, because Cherno would definitely pair with Aya, but I want to leave some time. Maybe I'll get through the UFO crew. That is very good to know. So if you have one, that's 1,000. The reason I do these is because they drink at the bar together a lot, and Lotus Eaters. Oh, Lotus Eaters! Maybe this works. Actually, I need to get rid of Kosuzu, because... who else can go with Kosuzu besides Aku? I guess Aku might be able to go with Kane. Have I used Kane yet? Oh, I have. See, there's a lot of strategy here, because you do want to get rid of your lesser-used characters. I'm gonna try Mioi. No. Okay. Good to know. Yeah, that's one run. Okay, I'm gonna do a quick cut here, because I want to make sure my mic quality is good. I've been having issues with that all day. Give me a second. Okay, my mic quality seems to be good. Tried to record one of these earlier, and the fan in my laptop was just so loud, so I scrapped it. Might upload that to the archive channel. We'll see. Okay, I mean, we got it, right? There's like one. So, this one. Right. So. Oh my god, I could talk a lot about this one. So I love the idea that, like, Sagame forces her way to Doremi, and then Doremi tries to find the protagonist. It's just two people who think they're super smart trying to one-up each other. And it's really funny, and it loops around of them being kind of cute if you, like, think of it in a relationship. Doremi! Huh. Sagame's a big one. Sumireiko. They've worked together. Again, I don't think of it romantically. Just because I do a pairing doesn't mean I think romantically. A lot of these I think platonically. I think Racin would probably work too. I'm gonna do Sumireiko. Okay. She helps her a lot. That's something I also write about in my book. Okay. So this is the same Hifu loop. This is probably a loop a lot of people have run into. Okay. Let's go to, where's Yukari? Okay. Ron? No. You know what? I'm gonna do... Chen? This one... used to be Fanon. It's not Fanon anymore. Because these two interacted with each other in Cheating Detective Satori, and it's adorable. The reason I'm doing this is because... the sibling bonuses in this game. So again, not all these are romantic, but the sibling bonuses are going to give you a lot of points like that, and I think that's really cool. Obviously, I could do Flandre, but I kind of want to save Flandre for 10 times, because getting the sibling bonus between these two would be massive. Reimu and Riss are like the wild cards, but I also want to save those. There was actually one I saw that would work. And I'll have to explain this. Why does this work? Because Eika is a stone, and in Japanese, Koishi is a pebble. So that's why that one works. And then, this gives me an out here, I think. Yeah. Because these three would not go with anyone. But these people actually will. Because Kutaka works with the Netherworld people. So now we can get an out here. Oh, there is a oneer I'm gonna cheat a bit with here, because I figured it out beforehand, but it is funny. So I will put Eiki here. Yeah, that one's popular. This dynamic's so much fun, because it's, yeah, you got, like, the overbearing boss with the employee who wants to slack off, and then... Komachi is actually, like, very good at her job, is the thing, like, in canon, if you pay attention. But this was the oneer that I ran into that I thought was hilarious. I have no idea where this comes from, but, hey, it gives points. Now I need to find a way to get to a good pairing. Should I ever interact with Sanai? I'm thinking Cherno with any of the EOSD crew. A little bit. I just figured because those two are, like, popular, right? That would happen. This definitely has to be one, right? Okay. So... Sakuya Remilia is, like, one of the classic Touhou ships. Like, this one is, like, classic. But I feel like it's fallen out of favor recently. Again, this is sibling, not romantic. But I love the dynamic between Remilia and Flan, because Flan is, in all honesty, the more mature one, which I think is hilarious. And in terms of more, like... So in terms of more of the platonic, so, like, I think Mei Ling's a really good older sister figure for Flandre. I like that a lot. Then the EOSD pairs just all know each other, so that's what happens here. Koakuma can't pair much with anyone, so you want to get her out as much as possible. This is just because they're both in EOSD and they both don't have names. So you get a lot of points there. Team 9. Then you might think, well, Sana Reimu notwithstanding, because I don't want to use Reimu with Remilia. That's not romantic again, that's like... It's like, Familia, it's like, how do you get out of this? Well, if we're going Team 9, she's bound to have some stuff with Wriggle. That's my thinking, and she does. We haven't used any of the Mioran crew yet, so... Thinking... Wriggle to Mystia has the adjacent stage bonus, that's a lot. Now we get the one... This is always popular, Mystia Izakaya kind of blew it up. Because they are a punk rock band together, so that's where that comes from. Even though Wriggle's older, that one's more popular, which is nice to know. Then let's get to the classic one, which will give us a really, really good bonus. Doki Doki Waku Waku times 10, there we go. That's good, but it's not Raymari good. I might use Raymari on Chain 40, because I haven't gone farther than that. Okay. So, here's when we enter the, This is what I call the Taoist loop, because all the Taoists know each other. And that just stalls it out a bit for us. Fudo and, Toshiko actually having more is interesting, since, like, in mythology, I think Fudo was the one who, like, screwed over Tojiko. Yeah. Miko, there's a few. I think I already used Vermilia, because that happens in a fan work, so I will go... Mioran crew. But I want to stall it out a bit, but then... Oh, maybe Mamizo's how I exit. Okay, Byakuren has a few. But I want to save Sho for later. Okay, let's see. Did I count this right? Okay. It is just... Nue comes to really believe in the Buddhist sect, that's why she invites Mamizo over, which I think is very admirable. I don't know where I would... Okay. How about... We'll see if this works. Okay, Mura Nui. Her's cute. Nue knows Murasa's name and talks about letting her down, so it's like... It's implied there's some history, maybe when they were sealed underground. These two have a very strong friendship. This is the stage boss bonus. See, I'd want to do her with Sho, but I'm too scared. But the bonus I really wanted is what I call the Tom and Jerry bonus. Stage bosses. If you've read what's it called? Echoes Under the Temple, the relationship where Kagase is kind of like comforting... No, it's the opposite. Naz comforts Kagase all the time, is really fun. Then Tom and Jerry. Cat and Mouse is just funny. And it's like, they both think they're the mature one, but in reality, they both kind of, like, have their own issues in the relationship. The issue is, I have no idea who to put Sho with now. Because I think I already used the cats, and I already used Byakuren. Amizo's a Buddhist. This is the only idea I have. Yeah, okay. 215,000 though. I think I'll do one more run. It's one thing I wanted to mention, which I think I'll sacrifice points for this actually to do it, because I can get it now. First, let's get out of Bird Loop, so where is she? Okay, Hatate. And then Aya. But yeah, it is Touhou Ship Week for 2025. So I've been writing fanfiction for different pairings I like, and the first one is about Reimu and Aya. So Reimu and Aya is like one of my favorite Touhou pairings, because to Aya, Reimu is like the most like fascinating person in the world, which for a news reporter is a huge deal. That's why I like to think she like always like hangs around and bothers her. So if you like Touhou fanfiction, I'll have those up on my AO3, so be sure to check those out. I'm going to try to write a new one each day. I wasted a wild card for that, because I needed to put the plugin somewhere and keep the pacing good. I don't know if this works. No, it doesn't yet. Okay, I'll do one more, because that was just a plug. Aki. If I don't do Komachi now, I'm never going to be able to do it. This lets me talk about, Komachi and Kasen. So, big proponent of Wa is just Kasen learning to trust other people, and that's what eventually gives her the trust in Reimu to, like, destroy the thing, but it's, like, another big part of that is just her friendship with Komachi being a really big part of that, because she comes to, like, really value and love Komachi, and I just think that relationship is, like, super touching. These are, like, exes. But the other one you can do for Kasen is any of the Oni. Suika, maybe? See, here's my problem. I wanna link out of Mioi. I don't know if anyone can link out of Mioi. Like, I genuinely have no idea. I think we tried Mamizo and it didn't work. Oh, that's massive, actually. That is very good to know. Okay. I'm trying to think, because if I do Hitate, we're not going to be able to get out, so I think I'm going to try for, I'm gonna try for another EOSD link to get the sibling bonus. Okay. So this one will follow a similar pattern. There we go. So that's a lot of points there. Then mix it up. I guess I will just... No, because she needs to go Kowakuma. Okay, that goes there. That goes there. Okay, let's get the oneers in. This is the same loop we did before, so I got the pattern memorized. And now... Riggs. Mystia. Oh yeah, this is perfect, because this is gonna give me another Doki Doki Waku bonus. There we go. The issue is I don't know how to stall out to get... Maybe Mamizo as an interim, because I can add her when she wouldn't go with Show, but then I wouldn't have anyone to pair off or Show after. How about... Okay, but then after Miko, I don't have anyone. I guess we will see what happens. should be fun. But I want Tom and Jerry as the last bonus is the issue. $25? Oh, oneer. That's huge. Okay. I think this should be good. So, Mamizo and Murasa, very different personality, but they both actually have a lot in common. They both love pranks. They're both, yeah, they're both very old characters. So this is actually a pairing I'm quite fond of. Okay. So the Taoists all link to each other. That's my thinking. That has a lot, actually. That's kind of crazy. These two, I always just think of them as, like, best friends. But, yeah, romantically, it's cute. There's a few good dojins about them. But the difference now is we have Nazrin after show. So that does give us the good bonus. The reason this one is so important is now we have Kogasa here. Because Kogasa can take us further. Kogasa can link us to the Grassroots Yokai Network. If you don't know, in Touhou canon, the Grassroots Yokai Network, this group of yokai, they like to gossip, and they keep track of things. It's all canon. But what that means is all three of them link together. I have no idea what I'd do if I got these two. I think I'd be screwed. I don't know who they go with besides Raiko. Yeah. This one is especially popular in the West. Like, this might be, like, the biggest difference in Western fandom, besides Oil Fire, which actually doesn't work in this game. I tried it before. So then, Kagoro. This is another one I was able to lab out. Because they are both fluffy. That is what I figured out. I have no idea how I'm gonna get to Shizuo. Let me try something. Okay. That's close. Ah, shoot, I don't want to end it on Hina. I think I'm forced to. Okay, so I wasted a bit of a... I wasted a multiplier here. It's whatever. This is just to live. Yeah, they're both on the mountain. Snai has a lot she can go with. Just because she's the main character. Snai could probably go with Yomu, but Yomu's another one I'd probably want to save for later. Snai probably does go with Alice, though. Yeah. They both do fight each other in the fighters. Wow, what insight. This is truly what you come here for. Alice in medicine to Yuka. I already used the fairies. I don't know why I'd break out of Lily White from Yuka. Who would Yuka go with, though? I don't want to bust out a wild card, though. Alice, I'm thinking as hard as you are right now about who we pair you with. They're both magicians. I think I have to bust out a wild card. I don't see any other option if I want to keep this going. That is massive. Now my problem is I can't use Rei Mari for the ×10, which would have given me so many points. Oh well. It is what it is. Maybe I'll go for a chain this time. This has got a lot. I haven't done the 16 crowd. I could get through this right now. Star Sapphire, maybe? Then how do I get out of the fairy? This might have been a mistake. Oh boy. Okay, stone. Stage boss link. This is where I've gone Cherno before, but Cherno's gone. In the manga, the Fairies of Light do interact with her, but then what do I do with Reimu, maybe? That's gonna waste another times 10, though, which I'm not happy about, but if I'm just going for chains, I guess it's fine. Star Sapphire bites her arm. It is Clown Piece. That's my out. That's my out. They will go with each other. Come on. This is for all the marbles. If this doesn't work, it's all over from here. Woo! Okay, I'm saved. 50 chain. Crazy. Okay, from here I actually have a lot of options. Okay, so, Junko. Well, Hecatea. Yeah, I think I have to go this route. Okay, Junko. And then... we go here. Because I was talking about we need game links, right? Well, this is a really, really big game link. Because Junko is paired with Raisin a lot. So fun fact, this is the artist Panchamon's favorite ship, so if you follow her, yeah, she would love to see more Udon Mion. Let's see, 54, 55, 56, 57, 50... There's a way to get back to the... Did I use my Mizo? I did. Ah, this gets, like, really exciting when you have, like, Sophie left. I think this is my biggest chain so far. I think I need to ignore the times 10 and just go for chaining. How do I get off of the moon? Reimu Yorihime. I think that's my out. Okay. Tewi. I have no idea if this works. Because they're both rabbits, it would make sense. Oh, oneer. That's crazy. Okay. I love the running trend of Gensokyo is so cool that they just quit out. It's really funny. That doesn't work? That's crazy. So many points, though. Okay. 56. I think I can live with that. If you manage to beat me, leave it in the comments. I would love to see more people play this game. It's actually browser supported too, so if you're on a phone you can play it as well. So if you just want something to fall asleep to, why not take the Touhou Ship quiz, I guess. Again, I'm celebrating Touhou Ship Week. If you want to read some Touhou fanfics, I'll have my first Reimu Ai story linked in the description. But yeah, thanks for watching.